For those who grew up being controlled, what did you consider freedom? My roommate thought I was joking when I asked permission to eat my own snack. I didn't know college students could pick their own clothes until I was 18. My parents controlled everything even though I was in college. Mother chose my outfits every morning. Father scheduled my entire weekend. Same lunch for 12 years straight. When friends asked why I never bought different food, I felt too embarrassed to explain. My classmate Sienna invited me to stay overnight to finish our chemistry project. My stomach dropped because I knew my answer had to be no. Weekends meant piano, studying, then helping with dinner, always in that order. But my mother wanted that A in chemistry more than she wanted control that night. Just one night, she said. She handed me approved snacks in a plastic bag like I was 5. I walked into Sienna's house thinking it would be like mine, only with different furniture. Her mom asked what we wanted to drink. She actually asked us instead of putting glasses in front of us. She opened the fridge and waited while we looked at 6 different options. Sienna took 10 whole seconds thinking, and I kept waiting for her mom to snap at her to hurry up. But she stood there smiling. Not one person got impatient. I said water because choosing felt too weird, and I didn't trust myself to do it right. Then her brother changed the TV channel without asking if anyone else was watching. I flinched, waiting for someone to yell at him. Everyone kept doing what they were doing. At dinner, things got even stranger. Sienna's 7-year-old sister announced she wasn't going to finish her homework until later. I literally held my breath waiting for the punishment that had to be coming. Her mom said, "Okay, but get it done before bed." The kid went back to playing and I sat there confused about why she wasn't in trouble. When Sienna's mom asked what we wanted for dinner, I gave my automatic anything's fine response because that's what good kids say. But she kept asking, listing actual options like my opinion mattered. Pizza? Chinese food? Burgers? Sienna said, "Let's get sushi," then turned to me and asked, "Unless you don't like sushi?" My throat got tight because I realized she genuinely cared what I wanted to eat. "I don't know," I admitted, feeling stupid. Sienna showed me a menu on her phone and said, "Pick whatever looks good." I stared at it, overwhelmed that I could point at something and they'd actually order it for me. Then Sienna did something that made my brain short-circuit. She walked to the kitchen, opened a cabinet, grabbed cookies, and started eating them. She didn't announce it, didn't ask permission. She took food like she had the right to eat in her own home. "Want some?" she offered. I couldn't make my arm move to take one because in my head I heard my mother screaming about greed and no self-control. But Sienna's mom walked right by and smiled at us. Her brother came downstairs and casually dropped, "I'm quitting soccer." My whole body tensed up preparing for the war that was about to start. His dad looked up interested and said, "Why's that?" The brother explained he wanted to try theater instead, and his dad actually looked happy about it. "We'll find you a drama class," he said. I kept waiting for the guilt trip about wasted money and commitment that never came. But what happened before bed left me completely shaken. Sienna grabbed scissors and started cutting her own hair in the bathroom. I stood frozen watching her do something so permanent without permission. Her mom saw her cutting 3 inches off and said, "Oh, that looks cute. Want help with the back?" My legs felt weak. The next morning at breakfast, watching them all casually make choices made me feel like I was from another planet. Everyone decided things like they had that right. Sienna's dad asked if my parents were okay with me staying over. When I said yes, he exchanged this look with Sienna's mom that made my face burn because I knew they could tell something was wrong with my family. I never told them the truth though. When Sienna's mom asked about my home, I mumbled something vague while staring at the floor. She tried again later, but I pretended I didn't hear her. She stopped pushing but put her hand on my shoulder while passing through, and I had to leave the room before I started crying in front of everyone. When she drove me home, she turned the radio down and said, "You can come here anytime, any weekend, any day, whenever you want." I stared at my hands because her kindness made me want to sob. Pulling up to my house felt like arriving at a jail I'd been too stupid to recognize before. She called out, "Take care of yourself, honey." My voice wouldn't work. 3 months after Sienna's house, I changed my major to art without asking anyone. My parents cut me off completely and now I'm free.